What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Spirit Baby Kill, and we back with another timeless message. Oh, God. 9 times out of 10, if you hear right now, this message probably meant for you, so take a resonate, leave the rest out, everything for the highest good and the harm and none. The camera's shaking so bad. Everything for the everything for the good of all and the harm and none, with the most benevolent outcomes. So be it. Oh, yeah, we finna dive into a timeless message. Like I said, again, everything for the highest good, harm and none, with the most benevolent outcomes, no deception or trickery. So if you hear right now, this message probably meant for you from absolute source and all other divine beings. Take a reason that lead the rest out. Just like us a little incense to start us up. So, let's dive into it. Thank you, absolute source, spirit guides, and all the divine beings for helping me today. Please remove all negative energies, intrusive thoughts, intrusive energies, deception, trickery, any manipulating energies, or anything else that could negatively affect this reading. Let's dive right into it. I like how I did it the last reading, so we're gonna dive into the Earth Warriors Oracle first, and then we're gonna pull out the rest of the cards to see what they got to tell us. So let's dive into the Earth Warriors. Let's see what they got to say to us today. I'm sorry the camera's shaking. Just deal with it. I'm on the bed. I ain't no just deal with it. What type of content creator am I? Let's say something like that. This might be way better. More differently. So I can bounce around and shit now. Okay. Let's dive into the Earth Warriors Oracle to see what they got to say to us first. For the good of all knowing. This is a timeless message, so whenever you see this, it's probably meant for you. Of course, probably not. Mayu, Soma from the Galactic Heart. It's a beautiful card. Let's see what. Oh yeah, I said it right. Mayu, Soma from the Galactic Heart, number 36369. Y'all already know how they go. I don't play around with that number right there. Y'all already know how they go. So number 36. The Divine Mother's milk of the galaxy is feeding your soul. An expansion of your horizons, your spiritual purpose, and your sacred responsibilities is taking place. The divine potential within you is awakening at a higher turn of the creative spiral of consciousness. This oracle is a prophecy of ascension and grace. Your soul has been going through a deep spiritual feeding process and is growing rapidly. The evidence of this in the outer world will be a sense of expanded opportunity, rich connection, and spiritual experience. This oracle foretells the welcoming of a new phase in life. Newborn energies and fertility, whether biological, creative, or psychological, are being stimulated. The oracle indicates the discovery, development, and expression of talents, an increasingly public profile which moves you into the spotlight can help you fulfill your divine mission, provided that you keep your inner connection to spirit at the highest priority. The oracle speaks of soul healing around matters of trust, spirit, mother, and abundance. Mayu, star goddess of the Milky Way galaxy, was seen clearly in the skies of the ancient Incas. In Western traditions, the Milky Way is recognized as a metaphor for nourishment and the milk of the heavens. When she appears as an oracle, it is an omen of happiness, satisfaction, and fulfillment. If you develop your spiritual practice, you shall come to experience feeling drunk on divine bliss like a baby in an ecstasy of complete fulfillment through the divine mother's milk. When we connect with the galactic heart, it is a sign of spiritual advancement. We are growing in such a way that our being becomes ready, willing, and able to take up more spiritual space in the atmosphere. You will express that spiritual growth in your life according to your talents. If you are a thinker, your ideas will become more inspired, expansive, and original. If you are a healer, you will experience the flow of a new quality of a divine consciousness through your work. If you are a leader, you will experience a feeling of being overshadowed by something truly great, kind, and helpful, whilst at the same time feeling more fearless, bold, and confident to speak your truth and guide those in your care. Whatever the truth of our soul encounters with the galactic heart are granted to evoke, expand, and empower it upon the earth. Oh, so the truth of our soul, when it's encountered with the galactic heart, is granted to evoke, expand, and empower it upon the earth. Some interpretations of the Vedas of ancient India see the Milky Way as heavenly soma, the nectar of immortality and the drink of the divine. Soma can feed the soul, but like any food, healthy or otherwise, too much at any given time is hard to digest and can create more harm than good. More divine light and energy is not always better, at least not when we try to take it all in at once. We need to learn when enough is enough, to detach from the divine mother's breast and to rest in contentment and fulfillment of the present moment. To allow ourselves to be spiritually fed, we need to feel, trust, and surrender into the divine feminine. We need to know when to latch on and when to detach from the inflow of spiritual energy. We need to allow for the mind, body, and soul to adjust to the increased levels of light and spiritual nutrition and to metabolize that for healing growth. If we have difficult issues around trust, support, and nourishment as human beings, it is important to clear those issues through grace so we can receive the heavenly nectar without greed or fear. Digestion and integration allow us to utilize each blessing and become ready for further expansion when it is time to be fed again. We trust that the sacred food of the Divine Mother will be available when needed. We can learn to rest into all that the Galactic Mother will provide for our soul, growing us into the fullness of our spiritual radiance and maturity. One dose of her extraordinary bliss soma at a time. Healing process. Say this prayer out loud with one hand on the heart if possible. I invoke the unconditional love of the galactic heart and give thanks for all that is good, true, and nourishing of my being on all levels through unconditional love. I surrender with forgiveness and blessing any issue to do with mothering or being mothered, whether too much or too little. I release myself from false guilt, shame, and judgment now. I release the mother figures in my life with forgiveness in my heart, for I no longer wish to hold on to old pain. I acknowledge I am worthy and deserving of nourishment straight from the sacred milk of unconditional love from the Galactic Mother. May all mothers receive healing and guidance, blessing and assistance from the Divine Mother of all souls. With trust, I now open myself to receive what is needed for the ecstatic fulfillment of my being through divine grace. With gratitude, so it is. Now it is time to close your eyes and rest for as long as needed. Whether you wish to meditate, sleep, or just close and rest your eyes for a time, permit yourself to do that now. You can begin that process by gazing at the image on the card for a moment. Gently focus on the light at the heart center of the galactic goddess and imagine, feel, visualize, or pretend that you are stepping right into that light, into that heart light as you either zone out into sleep, rest your eyes, or meditate now. When you are ready, ground yourself with some deep cleansing breaths as you emerge from your rest. Move your body a little and ground yourself in the here and now. You have completed your healing process. Deep. So, letting the energy of the Divine Mother, the spiritual nourishment come in, and knowing the balance of, having too much and having too little, because you have so much spiritual energy, but if it ain't balanced or grounded into your body, it'll be harmful, as the card said. So being able to know that balance and knowing, like, I got enough for right now, let me work with what I got. or it could be your ideas, energy, money, anything. But just, you know, knowing that enough is enough, or when enough ain't enough, and you being open to receive. 10-10 on the clock, as I said, that you being open to receive what you need. Let's pull one more. See what they got to say to us for this timeless message. Divine Mother's Milk. So the nourishment of the Divine Mother, healing any imbalances with any mother figures. 10:33 on the clock, as I said it. So healing the mother figures in your life, or your mom, your paternal mom. I mean your mom, your blood mom. I don't know them specific words. It's like paternal and maternal, but I don't know which one mean what. Child of the light. Intikana. Intikana. Child of the light. That's a beautiful card. Number 33. Y'all know this a powerful number. 33. Number 33. Oh, I thought their page was like 3-4 pages long. Just 2. Okay. There is a divine light that does not cast a shadow, nor does it cast judgment, even though it reveals truth, a truth that is sometimes hard to acknowledge and requires that we change our ways. True divine light is healing. It is unifying. It brings hope and illumines the way. Other sources of light exist on this planet that are not so pure nor so helpful. Those sources of light may appear stunningly bright, yet in effect create separation and increase ego. You can recognize genuine divine presence not by how dazzling it may appear at first, but what your devotion to that divine light evokes in your heart and your world. Trust your feelings over appearances. Move away from influences that create fear, negativity, or doubt in you. Reach out for that which uplifts your heart. Spiritual protection is being offered. Refuse to be dazzled by ego masquerading as something spiritual. Through your prayers and efforts, spiritual light has not been accumulating. No, through your prayers and efforts, spiritual light has been accumulating on the inner planes, even though you may not sense that consciously as yet. There will be an intercession of events and circumstances in your physical world to which that light shall pour forth and manifest itself as grace. Continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come of it. In the Incan tradition, Inti is the physical sun and the spiritual presence inherent in the sun life's giving energy. Intikana is the being who is one with the Inti, a child of the sun. In the esoteric mystery schools of the ageless wisdom, solar child and solar angels are terms for the soul, the deeper aspect of us that is connected to the spiritual light. This oracle brings you understanding that there is a new depth of soul connection opening up for you. We enter such a sacred process through a challenge known in spiritual traditions as initiation. When we are faced with a deep unknowing, which is what happens when we are growing spiritually and moving through a spiritual initiation, we have outgrown what our minds are capable of providing. We need more knowledge, more wisdom, more light, so that we can find our way through the darkness of initiation and into the process and into the blessing of new life waiting on the other side of the process. When we turn our attention to the soul instead of applying logic and intellect to figure out yet another doomed plan to conquer the irrepressible evolution inherent in the spiritual path, we finally gain comfort. Hope is a quality of the soul. It allows us to bear the uncertainty when, according to a greater wisdom, there is something that we cannot know the answer to, at least for not now. Hope gives us patience so that we can learn how to fear our soul connection more deeply and grow into the wisdom of the answers we need. We stop fumbling about in the library of the intellect and instead seek the answer from the source that can provide it, which is the illuminated temple of our own soul. Initiation often involves an element of the unexpected. We typically feel unprepared for it, even though at a soul level we have been working toward it for a long time. However, if it's happening, we are ready for it. Such spiritual testing is intimidating to the ego, but the soul knows how to move through the process. Trust your inner self and trust in the light and the unconditionally supportive assistance that the universe will lend to your purpose. Then you can be fearless and pervious to manipulation and remain steady and faithful in the face of challenge. The solar festival of Inti was a celebration of new life, which was held at the start of a new planting season. It is realistic to cultivate hope and cheerfulness, both of which nurture the heart, especially during initiation. This oracle foretells the positive conclusion of a soul initiation. If dark and depressing thoughts have plagued you or a loved one, this oracle brings a spiritual intervention of joyful life. Open up to the joyful light of love and peace to fill your heart and your home. You have the power to call this light in because you are acknowledged as a child of the light. Rest in the divine light within. Imagine that you can peer into your soul and be warmed by the light and life of the inner sun that shines there. This is the true light of the divine. From that place of inner peace, luminous love, and safe refuge, you can proceed with boldness, patience, wisdom, and hope. The oracle asks you to cultivate a sense of self-worth and acknowledge the goodness within you without needing to be perfect. You don't just have light within you, you are the light. Remember, shine, we need you. All right, 16:09 on the clock, as I said, at 6:09. When you are ready, say the following invocation out loud. I affirm the light within me. I call for the true light of the divine to shine bright and clear, showing the way on earth. I am the light, and the light is within me. I trust my soul and the spiritual light within me that guides me always. May the light in all hearts be stirred into awakening with unconditional love, grace, and mercy. So be it. You are encouraged to complete and ground this process with light-affirming, joyful movements such as dancing, holding your hands in prayer, or opening arms to the sky, or simply meditating on the light within for as long as you wish. You may like to sing, journal, say further prayers, or create some art. Be with whatever affirms the truth of the light within you for you at this moment. You have completed your healing process. Deep. Remember, you are a child of the light, and the universe is always there to nurture you, love you, and mother you. Even if your real mother ain't doing it. Period. The divine mother will always nurture and care for you. You are a child of the light. So what's next? The Light Seers Oracle will be the next deck we dive into. Keepers of the Light, Keepers of the Light. So let's see what spiritual masters, ascended masters, spiritual guides gonna come through and speak to us today. Thank you, Absolute Source. Green Tara, supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. 18:08 on the clock. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Trust in the universe. Move beyond the limitations of your mind or anything on the outside that may make you feel like you limited to not be able to do what you need to do or what you want to do to get you to where you're trying to get to. Supreme protection. So we got Green Tara popped out. Yeah, it's an additional card in the last Oracle deck. I'm going to read it in a minute. Next one popped out. Joan of Arc. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Voice of truth. Whoever I'm speaking to, the universe really protecting you, guiding you right now so you can speak up in whatever area you do things. You could be a messenger, or you could just be, creator. Whatever you do, the universe telling you to stand up now. The universe is nourishing you first and foremost. Cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So that's going back into stepping back into your soul and seeing what your soul, that soul like guiding you towards. But it's most definitely guiding you towards something you know you're supposed to be doing, or you already been presented on the path you're supposed to be taking, because you initiated. You close to being finished initiated. So it's like you've already been squared. Now the universe nourishing you and learning and teaching you how to have that balance of using the energy and then knowing when you need nourishment again, and then using the energy, you know what I'm saying, for what you need to do, because it's obviously something. Universe telling you to stand up and be strong, you know. But like I said, it was an additional card I'm finna get into. But you already know. You already know. Trust what you know deep down in your soul about what you want to do and what's calling out to you, without the fear of the persecution of people looking at you or down on you. You're a child of the light. So, you know, the light gonna shine on darkness, and darkness don't like you when something different around it. They gotta try to figure it out because it might shine it out. But this was this additional card that just was calling my name, number 11, in the last deck we were just in. Ayana Vision, way of the divine feminine revealed. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you so that you may live passionately and purposely. As you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within. There are the seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul deep relief that only the truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. Ayana is the blossoming awareness of your life purpose and true inner passion. You are lovingly pushed to admit to your authentic and most passionate soul yearnings. Become bold with honesty. What means so much that you are willing to give up all that you have held on to out of fear so that it may be? What matters most enough so that you would symbolically die and be reborn with all the endings and unnecessary such and uncertainty such growth entails, so that your dream can become real. Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear, practicality, or any other excuse to replace faith with doubt. Acknowledging your truth will bring you peace, even if admitting it also means facing the personal transformation required to bring the truth to life in your world. When it is truth, it is healing. Embrace it. So living your truth, you know what I'm saying, without the fear of the persecution, because you supreme protection. You divinely, supremely protected. And the cords of the negativity and the oldness, you done went through the initiation. You damn near reborn, almost reborn. Come out the cocoon type shit. So as you come out and ready to express yourself and figure yourself, I know, not figure nothing out, because you know, express yourself, the universe gonna protect you, most definitely, and nourish you whenever you need, you know, keeping that balance with you, not depending on the outside world for this, you know, this mission you got, because they might not understand it, and you know how they go. Deep, deep, deep. Now let's dive into the tarot. See what they got to say to us. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Magician. Wow. This is some crazy shit. This is powerful, bro. So you most definitely closing out a cycle, which could be, you know, getting through the initiation, like they said, but the rebirth also, you know, letting go all these cycles that might be holding you back so you can step into your divine fulfillment. Like the first card popped out, 10 of Pentacles, embracing that happiness, embracing the work you done put in through the steps, the other 9 steps, you get what I'm saying, and reaching this fulfillment. The next card was the Magician, so knowing exactly what you're doing, and now you manifesting and bringing together and using your magic to, oh my God, to manifest what you're trying to get in life. The desires, the pathway, you get what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you want, your soul calling out for. You stepping into the Magician energy to manifest it, to make it come alive. King of Pentacles. This some boss ass energy. What the fuck going on? King of Pentacles. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Closing out that cycle. Oh, let me go and do what I need to do for myself and become the Magician and manifest my life and desires and everything my soul calling out for. Boom. Whole time I'm doing that, I stepped into the King of Pentacles energy. Now I'm big boss. I know what to do. The abundance is in my hands. Even if it's not, that's somebody King of Pentacles. It's telling you 3 of Cups want to come out so bad. Even if it ain't here right now, King of Pentacles. Even if it's not here right now, you in that energy of being big boss. All right, everything coming together type shit. You in that abundance energy. So the King of Pentacles energy is just letting you know it's there. Even if it ain't physically there, it's spiritually there. So you need to figure out how you going to work your magic and put in the work that's necessary. Not necessarily put in the work, but, you know, get into the receiving and, you know, building. So that everything flows just how you need it to flow. 3 of Cups energy. One more card. Yup, Death and Rebirth. One more card. Golly. Let me pull one more card. 8 of Cups. Releasing, letting go. Them cords being cut. You know, releasing the past. Death and Rebirth. Oh my God. The world. God damn. New beginnings. That's what it is. It's a new beginning. So after you done went through this and knew what you know what you gotta kind of do now. You know what your soul telling you to pay it forward. You get into this 3 of Cups energy, which I gotta kind of look at to realize what the 3 of Cups fully is. I need to remember. Friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration, soul contracts. And this ain't even like real people. That's exactly what I heard when I was finna read that, and it was talking about community. And take it how it resonates. It could mean community and people, but for most people, I'm getting like spirit. You connecting with spirit and getting into the energy of knowing, oh, this what this is type shit. Like, all right, I'm sorry, I'm cussing, but this what this is. Okay, so whole time I'm looking on the outside. Could be on the outside though. I'm looking on the outside to look for this community and connection to people I need, which is still might be your spiritual soul family that might be popping up. I mean, this might is gonna pop up to help you, but it's really like spirit, your friends in spirit. Let's put it like that. You coming together with spirit and co-creating and working with spirit. Now you done tapped into your magician energy and knowing where this energy source coming from, the divine mother, the divine father, absolute source. You know, get it how you take it. But the different rebirth, you hear what I'm saying? Oh my God. For everything you thought you was supposed to take with you, I love saying it, but it's like, yeah, different rebirth. Because the card before said it. What are you ready to release to go for what you want? Even if the, you know, the energy ain't always there. Even if, you know, your dreams ain't physical yet. Even if you got the eerie feeling of not knowing, you taking that leap of faith and then co-creating with spirit, how you've done already, created this different rebirth. So now you being able to shift perspective and see shit from a whole different angle. With a new beginning at that. I ain't gonna leave that out. But at the same time, you was able to walk away, release, cord cut all the unnecessary energies that were necessary no more. And now you and now you finally moving towards the light. And you're gonna step dead into that world energy. Leveling up, cycles being overcame, you stepping into co-creation with spirit, the abundance, fulfillment, happiness that you exactly looking for. That's the energy you in. After this initiation and different rebirth, you at the last final steps of it. So keep pushing through, releasing the energy, the baggage that's needed, and best to believe you in this world energy of the new beginning, and an easy new beginning, because this new beginning New beginnings is like, okay, after your different rebirths of you understanding, you know, different things now, you know, spiritual content. I mean, not spiritual content, but spiritual awareness, and just like how to co-create with spirit, and you learning what you truly want out of life and what your long-term goal can create new beginnings all throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like you ain't always there figuring out what you trying to do in life. And then it's just the beginning of the spiritual awakening also, when you stepping into the light or trying to. It's an initiation into itself, because you got to release all this old stuff that's not meant for you, which is basically the whole point of the releasing everything that's not meant for you to step into what your soul basically came here to do and what it's calling for. So that's what we got. Releasing that baggage and stepping into your dreams and letting the universe nourish you. Thank you, Absolute Source. Thank you, Spirit Guides, and all other divine beings that came through today. Please close this message off with love, grace, healing, peace, and positivity. Release all negative cord ties or anything else that could have created me negative feelings on either side. So good one on that's what should be. Amen. Amen. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Spirit Baby Kill. If you would like a personal message, go to my website at insomniadreams369.com. Thank you for supporting me. Like, share, comment, and have a abundant time frame. You know how it go.